What an honor to be here and share the morning with all of you. And we're going to make a couple healthy treats today. I know some of you have had some of my lemon bars or other treats that are maybe not quite so healthy, but delicious. So, and it's such a gift of, brings me so much joy to make people so happy, and with just a passion of mine that helped me through some difficult times and turned itself into a business. So, so grateful for that. So today we have two healthy treats that we're going to make and that everybody can make. They're super simple, and one doesn't even involve baking. So the first one will be protein brownie balls, and it's very simple. You take some dates, some almond butter, some unsweetened cocoa powder, some vanilla, and some water. So you'll just take a food processor or whatever type of machine you have that like that. You put the dates in, some vanilla, the cocoa powder, that was a third a cup of cocoa, unsweetened cocoa powder, and two-thirds a cup of almond butter, and 2 tablespoons of water. So, and then you just, I'm not going to turn it on and hurt your ears. Run it through the food processor until it's all pureed, and I'll put that aside. And then it will resemble this. It's okay. Then it's sort of like Play-Doh, basically. So you'll use, what I use is a scoop that's about a tablespoon, and I spray it with a little food release, and then it's doesn't stick as much. So I use macadamia nuts, but you could use almonds, you could use walnuts, pecans, whatever your favorite nut is. That also goes with, in making it, you could use cashew butter, you could use peanut butter, you could use macadamia nut butter. So whatever your preference on the nuts is, it's very, you can mix it all up. So I take a scoop of this, scoop it, and then I put a piece of nut in the middle to get a little treat in the middle. And then so your inner child can kind of come out and play with this one, or you could do it with your kids. I knew Tim would like that. It's all about the kid, right? So, and then you just roll it around in the nuts, get a good coating on there. So, so you just, and really spraying this really helps it not be so sticky, because it is a little bit sticky. So that also works when you're doing cookies. It's a helpful tip. So wipe off my fingers. So here's some finished ones I did earlier this morning. And so it's a nice healthy treat with a good amount of protein. So you're getting a treat and some healthy snack for you. So I know my run team enjoys these when I bring them out, along with sometimes the lemon bars I bring. So next we're gonna, let me move some of this out of the way. Oh, and they are vegan, for those of you that are vegan. So the brownies are vegan too. So for the brownies, we have some yams, we have some maple syrup, we have some unsweetened cocoa powder, and we have a cup of almond butter. So you just mix it all together. It's another super simple recipe. I roasted the yams and then I pureed them. You could also do it in the microwave. You could also use pumpkin. You could throw a banana in there to make it a little sweeter. You could use sweet potatoes to change it up a little bit. So this is also a pretty flexible recipe. This is a tablespoon of maple syrup. Yes, it does look like a shot glass, but it is a measuring cup. And and a quarter cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. And 1 cup of almond butter. And again, you could use, if you like another nut butter better, you could use that. So, and then you would, I use my mixer for that. You could mix it by hand. I'm not going to turn it on, but this is, the batter is pretty, it's pretty dense. So denser than a regular brownie. So then you would bake it at 350 in an 8x8 pan for 20 to 25 minutes. It stays pretty dense, and through the magic of Zoom, we are going to have brownies. Look at this, we have brownies. So they come out pretty golden. They look a little chocolatey-ish. So, and with this, they do taste great this way, but there's also some varieties. I made a version of it with coconut milk ganache, which is still vegan. And it sounds fancy, but you can impress your friends because it sounds ganache. It sounds so fancy, very fancy. And to make coconut ganache, you take 2 cups of chocolate chips, whatever, if you like dark chocolate, whatever brand, whatever ones you might like. And then you take a cup of coconut milk and you just pour it on there, put it in the microwave a minute at a time and stir it until the chocolate's melted. And then just keep stirring it until it's smooth. And then pour it over your brownies. The brownies need to be cool. Pour it over the brownies, and then you get this beautiful finished product. So it's super simple, and people think you slaved forever. So you'll impress all your friends with this simple recipe. There's a couple other frosting recipes that I've given to Tim that in the recipes, or you can email me and I'd be happy to, if you have questions about the recipe, I would be happy to answer them for you, and or now. And so because you could do a protein, you could put protein powder in a frosting, or which would, bring it up some more for those that needed a little more protein with it. So I wish we were all together so you could all taste it.